Why don't you speak to my chief of staff? We understand your objections to bridge housing in the area.
No, that's not correct. I'm not against bridge housing in the area. I'm against that building. The building isn't appropriate for bridge housing.
We understand your concerns, but we'll talk to you once again. Thank you for being here.
Today or?
In the front row. She'll come and join you.
And sir, don't be confused. The public appreciates you coming down to these meetings. And I will say this, that Supervisor Kuehl, you flipped the pancake, as we say in the business.
What does that mean? I don't
You're
understand.
reducing people to 60 seconds of public comment, where each and every one of them is saying, but I can't, we'll take your paperwork. You don't file the paperwork in the case file for the record. You should check with your executive office. You need to do a PRA to get that information, number one. Number two, it is insupportable completely, because your one job, and I may say that with a straight face, is to reflect what the community. So if you find people disappointing because they say things that are critical, today I signed up for a number of items and I went to a court hearing to chase Mr. County Council and the new CEO over here about providing access to public records, about legal bills. It was not my preference to go there. It takes me an enormous amount of time. I'm always confused. I'm not a lawyer. And yet I am going to make it very clear that you are spending millions, tens and tens of millions of our money doing bad stuff. It's not cool. So when you say, oh, we only have room for a couple speakers today, and they all get 60 seconds, it is a slap across the public's face. So with that said, you did a great job of not allowing me to talk about Miraloma today, which is something that I've been talking about with the state.
Yes, and we all get your emails incessantly, Mr. Previn.
Well, good.
Don't think we don't know what you think.
The county council is going to be very pleased
because you
to hear
are
you
omnipresent in this room
California Public
every
Health
week.
Records.
You talk on everything.
I don't
You've
talk
let
on
us know
everything.
about Miraloma.
I'm a watchdog.
You send emails to our personal emails. I can't even imagine that you think you're not heard or seen.
Let's hope you go viral
It's
again,
just crazy.
sir. You love to take on the public who say, hey, we don't really want
I don't take down
for
the
the women
public.
of Los Angeles. We don't, because you're a women's leader. You're a leader of women and men, and you're not doing your job because all five of you are looking away from a toxic environment.
And we are now trying to inform you that your time has expired. Thank you so much.
The county council is going to be happy to hear
as always.
emails, as will
and we look
Mr.
forward to seeing you at the public hearings next week. Thank you.
You cut me out of all my items. That's inappropriate. And
I didn't cut you out of all your items. You were not here.
I'm here to speak
and
on
you
the closed
asked the
session
board to hold up its business until you could return. I have never seen such arrogance from anyone in my life.
How about the day you agreed for Peter Eliasberg to speak because he had to go to a lunch meeting, Mr. Ridley? You do it all the time for your friends.
No, I don't do it all the time.
Of course,
As
we should
chair,
have had a debate.
I go through the agenda. I call the people who signed up to speak. The people who are here and care about it come and speak. I'm sorry if you can't get back and forth to City Hall fast enough. And we are done with public comment. Thank you.
Is where I was. And for the record, Lynn Plembeck and I are not idiots.
Finished.
And you blocked us from speaking last week while we were standing in the front door trying to come in the door.
Speaking.
You
your
pushed
time
all the items
has
through.
Expired.
Talk to your lawyers. You're not even paying attention, sir, ma'am. Pardon me, sir, ma'am. Let's keep it straight.
Okay, you keep it straight. Your time has expired. Thank you so much. Well, that was fun. I never get to argue with anybody. Thank you. We have one speaker in somewhere. Let's see. Oh, in Lancaster. Please go to that speaker. Hello, sir. You're on.
Okay, this is Robert Green from Lancaster. I'm talking about the water district, and my water's still turned off.